Good morning, everyone. It's Joker, and today we are back with another early slime video. One that I didn't plan on making because we pretty much knew everything that was going to come out today, right? But the global Facebook posted their own version of the developer diary that kind of went over everything in the live stream, but in a much more condensed version. And sometimes they're always the same. Sometimes it has even less. Sometimes, like today, it has a few extra tidbits of information. So, we're just going to zoom through this. They used to post their developer diaries on their home, like their main webpage, but now they're doing it in video format, which is fine. We know that Rimuru is coming. We also know that we get a guaranteed 5-star ticket from logging in, but that's from the Slime Diaries collab login. But then here we have Shuna and Milim, who, again, we already knew was coming. There is something interesting in here after their alt animations. Also, around the end of July, Shuna, Milim, and other characters appearing in the recruit will have their stats revamped. So, we know from the JP livestream that Shuna's base stats are much higher than a normal level 80. And they do go over that in a little bit of detail here. More specifically, they will be adjusted so that when a character is at level 80, their parameters will resemble that of a level 86 character. So they're starting out with a huge power jump. And then they say that as you level them up to 100, their stats will even out to normal levels. But they're giving characters a major jump in stats at level 80, so they're all, relatively useful now. Because that's, higher than having one dupe, So, stats are stats, right? But the fact that they say other characters appearing in the recruit will have their stats revamped. So, what other characters will that be? Will it be literally everybody in the recruit? Because most of those units are pretty old now? I don't know. Does that mean well, no, because Velzard's not in there yet. Sad. I would have been happy if Velzard wasn't a noodle anymore, but I think she still might be. We'll have to see around the end of July. Well, it is the end of July, so we'll see what happens when the banner comes out tonight in roughly 11 hours and change. So there's also in here... Also, secret skills will have additional effects that activate after the skill. We know that Shuna has hers, which is a 2-turn, 50% chance to dodge the stun effect. And then they go on to say that more characters will get the special effects, so stay tuned. So we know that this will be a common thing nowadays. And we'll provide more info on stat increases and additional effects through an in-game notice at a later date, so be sure to check that out. Cool. We have some artwork that they showed off already. We have Part 1. So this is what they said in the news last night, was that the Slime Diaries collab Part 1. And so I was like, ooh, that means there's going to be multiple parts, which they did not announce during the JP livestream. However, here, we're also planning to hold Parts 2 and 3 of the Slime Diaries collab quests from mid to late August. So... one, that's kind of a bummer that parts 2 and 3 are only going to be quests and not unit or costumes featured from the Slime Diaries, because they had their own swimsuit episodes, so it would make sense, right? But it's only part 2 and 3 of the collaboration quests, which will most likely still be 100 crystals each and food and something else. So free crystals are free crystals. It's just unfortunate that they're not really capitalizing on the whole point of a collab, right? I feel like these developers are kind of behind the times on what a collab means. Maybe go look at Grand Cross or something, or what is it? Epic 7 or any other gacha game that ever has a collab with Persona 5, or Grand Cross has their own slime collab, and look what they do. They have quests and they have a banner and everything, and this... I don't know what these developers are doing as far as collabs, but they really need to ramp it up and do better. There was a screenshot campaign, which I generally wouldn't really care about. However, this is the winner. I don't know who Senior is, so congratulations if you're watching this. But we have a runner-up from someone I can't read, and then my own admin slash mod, Star Warrior. So congratulations to Star Warrior for getting a runner-up shout-out in the developer diaries. This is his town, and I personally know that he spends a shit ton of time on it. So more time than I will ever dedicate to it. So congratulations, Star. You deserve it. And that is really it. They have 2 Q&A questions, which is pretty weak sauce, if I'm going to be honest with you. It's pretty weak. The first question is, do you have plans on bringing back past events such as the Bride event? No, but you can still get, flashback crystals at the Bazaar for characters. They do go on to say that if there's enough interest, they may consider bringing them back. Bring back the units. I don't really care about the event. It's nothing you get from the event cannot be obtained now in the flashback shop once they put. Who was the free light unit? Oh God. Ooh. You can get the whole point of the thing is to get the free unit, right? Farming and predator battles. There's no real point in bringing it back and rerunning it unless you're going to make a new character for it as well. And then the second question is, will other characters like Frey, Guy, and Valentine get a unit in Tempest to talk to and get bond level? And we don't have any plans to add these characters now, but that doesn't mean they won't ever be added. We'll just have to see where the original series goes from here. So obviously they are not planning on this game dying. Obviously, because they have plans to do things down the line. So if anyone ever says that Slime is dying, it's not. It may have very, 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 very slow periods of which people are not happy, which we just went through. But they don't plan on just shutting the game down. So, sorry to all the haters. But that's it for this developer diary. But there are a few other things I want to talk about. So, in-game, in the Issues tab, there was this issue. Error on the Troop Recruit Win Character Selection screen. So, it used to say, so the win banner, right, used to have the 5-star win character guaranteed wording, which was very, very confusing for a lot of people, because they thought if you summoned, you got a 5-star character that was win. Just flat out. Every multi was a guaranteed 5-star. Was not true. You summoned, you got 9 rares and 1 SR. Congrats. And so they corrected the language a couple days ago to all 5-star characters are wind attribute, which is correct. But they have announced that survey into the scale of issue is complete. As compensation for this issue, we will be giving 300 crystals to all chancellors who use the Troop Recruit win character selection. But it says only for people who spent crystals on the banner. And not, we will, give you however many crystals you spent. It's just 300. So even if you spent, 1,600, 1,200, whatever, you're only getting 300 back. And the way this is worded means that, the people who use the free tickets on the banner won't get this compensation because they didn't spend real crystals on it. So it might just be wording. We may get compensation for it. I don't know. I certainly didn't get it. So if they have already given out this compensation to you, please let me know in the comments. If no one has received it yet, then maybe it's coming tonight. It really doesn't say when they will be giving it out. So if it's already happened, then, well, that kind of sucks for everybody because that's 300 crystals. Everyone was confused about the wording, so I think everyone should have gotten the compensation. So, unfortunate, but it is something that, they chose to do. There is a couple other things that I want to go over, though, on the Twitter page. So right here is the Slime Diaries collab login bonus with the guaranteed 5-star ticket, and you get 10 normal Tempest tickets, right? And then here they say that from the bingo board and the special event, you can get 20 tickets for the swimsuit banner, which is very good. And then we know that we're getting another free 10 tickets for the Tempest banner as well, so 40 free tickets. But today they posted that the following will be distributed tomorrow at 11:30 on 7/29. 10 more swimsuit gacha tickets. So this is now, what, 3 multis? I think. No, because we get something else as well. I think we get 4 multis on this banner now, if I'm not mistaken. Because there's this 10, there's these 20, and then there was something else on the live stream. I'm not sure if it was this or not. I think it was something else. But we're getting a lot of free tickets. If this is the same, then okay, cool. Then we're still getting the same amount of tickets. But if it's different and it's just in addition because we had a live stream, then awesome. More tickets. Three multis, at least. Maybe 4, if I can remember right, because it's still so early in the morning. But yeah, free stuff, more free stuff. Unfortunate that the collab is only going to be a quest, but hey, whatever. At least there's a part 2 and part 3 of it, right? Because the Pac-Man collab only had that one thing, so. But that's it for me, guys. Let me know in the comments what you think of all of this. Did you get your compensation for the win banner? If you did, please, for the love of God, let me know. And I will see you all tonight in about 11 hours or so. So take it easy, guys, and I'll see you then.